Alright, so sorry I didn't show you the tape up of this, but I just put some paint on it basically to cover up all the rust and the grootiness. It's not the greatest. These didn't come out very well, but I've got to weld some bungs into them anyway. So I do like the silver paint on these things. I use silver ceramic header paint, and it has a really good cast aluminum look. It's this stuff right here. It's a little excessive for an intake manifold, but this is the enamel I used. But it turns out really nice. So I don't know. I think it turns out okay. Silver, it doesn't look as fake as, you know, some silver, but it cleans up and gets the corrosion off. And anyway, there's the paint on that. I'm going to go ahead and pull the pulley and the harmonic balancer off, clean them up, get some paint on those guys. The oil pans are going to have to come off to put the drain bungs in, and I'm going to put, oh, I got silver dust on that. I'm going to put bungs here. I'm going to close this guy up and put a bung there for oil catch can. So I've got those parts ordered, steel bungs, 4 of them. Yeah, I was looking at that distributor when I was going through all the parts. You can see them scattered everywhere. I had them in that bin over there. Looking at the distributor, and I realized I forgot to pull the spark management off this guy, off of the body. It's a relocation thing. On vans and stuff, and some of the newer cars that have this ignition, they pull that off because it gets overheated there right on the car. So they wired it over on the firewall, or on the, actually it's on the driver's side inner fender or fender area. But anyway, here's some parts we have. I got my gaskets, oil pan gasket. This is the intercooler we're using. It's got dual inlets on the bottom. Actually, it's upside down right now, and then one outlet. I'm lining up bungs and stuff for the oil drain. This is the drain that goes on the turbo, and then AN fitting there. I'm going to weld a AN bit bung on the thing, as I told you. Got some newer injectors, a little bit bigger. These are 19 stock, and I think I went to 30. I might have went too small. A lot of people are telling me I should have went to 60 so I'd have plenty of room. The Haltech came in. It's the premium wiring harness, so it's got the relays and stuff. It's a 950. Hopefully it's got enough stuff. I think I already showed you the AM, but this is a really neat, I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's cast ends and stuff, so it's heavy as tarnation. Anyway, what we're doing now is just cleaning up parts and getting it ready to go together, so let me show you that. So, just cleaning up parts. So this is the power steering bracket. I'm going to retain it, even though that the yellow truck doesn't have power steering right now. Bubby, the van that we tore apart for parts, the motor and transmission stuff, did have power steering, so I kept that power steering box, the unit. It's one that in Ford it bolts down on the frame rail, and it just connects to the steering components, and it does all of the boosting right there at the box. So it's very easy to upgrade. So we're thinking about that. So I'm keeping the bracket, keeping the power steering pump, but we're going to get all this stuff cleaned up. You can see I got it all disassembled. I spent some time trying to get the rust off of this guy. That's the bottom. It's really more rusty on the top. You can see where water was sitting in it. I spent some time trying to clean it up. These are from the bracket that holds the intake manifold. I'm sorry, the alternator on. Alternator had the tensioner and an idler pulley. I can't wash the alternator in the parts washer because it'll destroy it electronically, so I spent some time with a Scotch-Brite and wire brush and just cleaned it up. Throttle body, I did the same thing. I'm hesitant to tear it all apart and buy all those gaskets and clean it all up, so I just cleaned it up as best I could. I have a feeling I'm going to have to upgrade that throttle body to a single unit, but if that happens I might have to get a new upper. I'm not sure. So these are just torn apart, and the next step is I'm going to put them in the parts washer yonder, clean them up, and then they'll all get painted the silver. This is a pulley off the power steering. That'll go black. That guy will go black. These guys will go black because they add on to this, just a thing. This is the stock coil. We're going to use it in the bracket. I got these in cardboard because I'm going to sandblast them before I paint them. They don't need to be cleaned, but they do need to be sandblasted because of the rust. So anyway, that's where we're at now. We're cleaning parts. So next video, probably show these all cleaned up and then painting them silver and black and bolting them back on the motor. Alright. Okay. I got stuff ran through the parts washer. Then I hit them with some Scotch-Brite and then blew them off, wiped them down with some lacquer thinner. I was able to get those sandblasted. It was the last ditch on my old sandblaster, and I'm going to had the young'un pull some glass out. I'm going to take it down. You can see, you couldn't see nothing through it. So I'm going to get some of that replaced. These parts are going to be silver, so they still have some. They just came out of the parts washer. They're drying now. I'm just looking at how I'm going to clean this up after I paint it, but I'm not going to do anything more with these. Pretty much the way it's going to be. I don't think I'm going to do anything more with this because I'm not 100% sure I'm going to run it, but it's decent. So, well, these are my black guys. Fixing to paint all this black. I'm going to use the engine enamel just because it's there and it's half used, and why not? I've blown them off, wiped them down, taped it up so it's ready to go. Oh, there we go. Black is black. So, just trying to make it look a little prettier. Anyway. Silver is next. I don't know if we're going to get to it today or not, but we'll see. Alright, well, I got these cleaned up a little bit more. Hit them with a Scotch-Brite, blew them off. Now we're going to go ahead and oh, this little spot right there. Go ahead and spray them with the silver. Those guys are over there. They're pretty well flashed off, so it should be alright. Anyway, here we go. Alrighty. I reckon we're going to have to do some. This is the last coat. This is the front though, I think. No, it's the top and back. Now this is the flame-proof header silver. It works really good for making the aluminum look. But I have a tendency to put it on too thick and run it every time. Yeah. I like that. Yep. And there you have it. That's when it's shiny. It dries up really nice. This I didn't paint, but I already painted it before. I just put some touch-up coats on this. I put this on a little heavier here because I'm going to sand that off, make it shiny aluminum. And then it's hard to really get all the little cracks and crevices on these brackets. Again, we're just trying to look for a little bit nicer, but you can see it's starting to dry and it gets that aluminum look. You know, clean aluminum, but hopefully the color's coming through in the camera. Sometimes they don't. So, time to let it set for the night. These guys too. And then tomorrow we'll get some assembly going on. Coronavirus. Yep, got the black painted, so covered up all the components. Pulley. We're going to go with silver. And that's the last because we already did that silver there, so see how it turns out. Okay, so we're going to take the pan off now so we can put our bungs in for the drains for the turbos. So here we go.
business person. Boeing makes airplanes. They had a big problem with one, but
That's the first look
it's
inside.
the greatest airplanes. They make the best airplanes in the world. They had the problem with one. They got it too complex. It becomes so complex. You have to be #1 in your class at MIT to be able to fly it. It's a mistake. Every 2 years they want to make it more and more.
I mean, chain's nice and
They
tight.
had great success with the
No excessive
737,
slop.
the Boeing 737. Then all of a sudden they do the MAX,
Yeah.
and they say, let's
Well,
make
we can
it
clean
more
that pan up
complicated.
and then
Let's put on different engines. Let's do this, let's do
put her
that.
back on.
It's not
Well, that was cool. Camera malfunction. Anyway, what I did was I measured this. Then I put a mark on my unibit because I didn't want to go too deep. Just put some tape around it so I'd know how deep to go. And then just drilled the holes. They're both done. I'll clean it up a little bit, make sure we get all that metal out of there. And they sit in there really nicely. These little steel guys. So we'll clean it up, put some welds on it. The cool thing about it is it'll be flush on the inside, so you don't have to worry about any clearancing. It's the advantage of welding and not screwing in. And just clean up these little spots on the outside so we can weld them, and then make sure there's nothing on the inside going to come through. Well, I'm having trouble with my GoPro today. It's being stubborn. But ground those off, ground off on the inside, got the stuff all cleaned up, both sides. So we're ready to weld those guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're set up for welding. This is drying. All that black paint I sprayed. It looks pretty good from down here. You can see the reflection. Well, I've got to run. And that guy's hanging there. Got a hair on it already because I have dogs. So I'll set well, these are all on loose, just trying to figure out where stuff goes, so let's put a couple more things on and tighten them up, see what happens. Still not 100% sure if we're going to use the factory stuff. Looks kind of hokey, but I'm not trying to do $1 million build at first. Just want to get stuff working.
What's your major malfunction?
Can't figure out how to get this on.
Is it oriented correctly? Did it go twang when you took it apart?
No.
It almost
I
looks
can
like
see as it goes in like that,
that spring's supposed to be wound up more,
and then
so it doesn't fit.
let's see that when I go in like this, it actually hits with the spring there
Is the spring supposed to go on the outside or the inside of that?
outside.
Huh.
I'm just gonna tighten it up and see what happens. 'Cause I don't know what else to do.
Can we manipulate the tensioner while that's barely on, enough to get the springs to expand?
No, that's the thing is the springs are supposed to.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh.
What the? Can't go on. See, it can't go on there because it hits. It has to go on. Oh, man, I'm just killing my back because I'm bending over trying to fucking. It has to go on the way I had it and push the spring out of the way, I guess. I don't know.
Watch your eyeballs. Now it's getting all weird. It's just that little bit right
See
there.
that? Yeah, but that's curved in, so.
Like it's supposed to accept the spring, yeah.
Because then this goes.
Yeah, if you max that out a couple times, will it just twang on there? No.
Hand me that screwdriver. You'd think it'd be fucking,
Just slip right on there.
you know, relatively easy.
Not a better screwdriver?
No, it doesn't seem to have that much tension on it.
Does now.
And you think it just kind of,
Twang it on there.
yeah. But
Maybe you can get at it from here and just push up to hit the last coil. I don't know. Oh, I did something. Oh, a different tappy tap and a different screwdriver?
yeah, just a regular screwdriver.
Yeah.
The pointed one isn't helping. I just don't understand. You think it'd just bolt right on.
You think it's because of the paint?
No.
You want a lapper tapper?
I need a regular screwdriver. That's all I need. I think. I don't fucking know. I don't understand why it's.
Hey, there it is. Something's happening.
Man, what just fell? I mean, how are you supposed to put this on in an engine bay?
Right? Now it's accepting it. Fucking tight, huh?
No, it's not tight. But that's the tensioner, so.
It's on there now, I guess.
Oh, I see what it is. That just slides back a little bit more than it was. It was wanting to, I guess. I don't know why it would be so hard-headed about it.
Because you painted it.
What's up, Bob? What's up, Bubba? Thanks for the help.
How long's that blood been kicking around?
Well, it's probably going to need to be replaced because it's got some pretty bad wear on it.
Scars. Pretty.
I'm just putting stuff on and get it out of the way right now.
Yes, sir. You're accessorizing, Bert.
Is that what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's battling me is what it's doing every step of the way.
Doesn't it know better than to do battle with you?
It should, because I got a fucking plasma cutter.
You're gonna die.
As you think that is a 10. Nitty bitty. Are you ready to start your doodle?
I think so, man. Wanted you to be around for it.
Wish I had my tool.
You have a really nice tool for this.
What she said.
Is that big enough?
I need my tool.